Hi everyone. This video format is going to be a little different, but we're trying something different for this video. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about Atari's Super Pong. Atari Super Pong was released in the late 1970s for the home market and is a home version of Pong. There are 4 different game types and a few interesting features about this model. Something of note is that when you turn this system on, the TV makes a terrible sound. That's because of the radio frequency coming from this unit. There is a speaker built into the system that the noises from the game actually come from, so we'll turn down the TV and I'll show you the rest of it. Let's start with game 1. First you turn on the system, then you hit the start button. The first game is kind of like a reverse Pong, where you don't really have the option to just hit the paddle. You're really looking to get in these gaps in between the paddles, so it's kind of like Pong but backwards. The second version of this game is more like an easy mode for player 2. So player 1 gets the regular Pong paddle, and player 2 gets that long, elongated paddle, which makes it easier for them to play, as you can only get it in that top section. Game 3 is a little different, as it's like a double Pong, so you have 2 paddles on the left and 2 paddles on the right. They both have hit detection, so you can use both to play. And game 4 is just your regular, standard old Pong. Nothing special, no long paddles, no double paddles, no easy mode. This is just Pong between 2 people. The last thing of note on this unit, actually there's 2 things. Underneath, you can put D batteries in it to use if you would like to have it portable. And there is right here, you can take the power supply from an Atari 2600 and plug it in if you'd like to keep it hooked up at all times and not have to use batteries. The other thing of note is this large bundle of cable here. This was designed so you could sit on a couch or away from the TV and play it. So this was meant to be shared by 2 people. You would hook it up to the TV, take this back to the couch, and you had this long stretch of cord to be able to do that, so you didn't have to sit close to the TV. I know this is a little different than the style of video I normally make, but I thought I'd try something different. If you'd like this, or if you would like to see some of the other things I have in my collection, just let me know. Have a good one.